Now, the post-deployment site survey could include passive site surveys and active site surveys again. It could be both. You could be using both to do your survey here. The original passive and active site survey documentation should be a guide for any post-deployment site surveys. Not servers, surveys. So when we're doing a post-deployment site survey, I'm going to have the original site surveys on hand to see, oh, what were they trying to do versus what is actually showing up. Now, remember, when my post-deployment site survey, that doesn't have to be an active site survey. It can be a passive site survey, or it could be both. I can use additional active or passive site surveys to achieve the information I need. And like we said earlier, I need the coverage. I need to know what's overlapping, any overlapping in channels. I need to know the signal to noise ratio, the noise floor we talked about, the bleed through, and finally, here is where they brought in rogue and interferes. I need to know those and compare it to what? The originals. Why would I do that? The original is what I wanted to have happen. Let's see after deployment what actually happened. And if there's any difference between the two, if there's a delta between the two, the original versus what actually deployed looks like, I need to find a way to mitigate or fix the issue. Okay, I need to come up with a whole new process to fix that issue to get it up to snuff, to get my wireless LAN coverage, speed, jitter, delay, connectivity overall. I need to find a way to bring that up to snuff. So very interesting stuff here in the design process. That's it. That's the last of it for our post-deployment site survey. Please remember, this is the most important part of our wireless deployment. Our configurations are great. Everything else, it comes secondary to this because nothing else works if we don't get this right. Okay. You can limp along with autonomous APs if you can't get your wireless LAN controller to work. You cannot limp along if the wireless signal is not getting to where it needs to be. I've seen this messed up in the past. Please don't fall into that category.